We're back, baby, and today we're going to be looking at Republic Commando multiplayer maps with no people on them. This game exploration was recommended by a commenter on one of my other videos, Billy Mays 5542. So thanks, Billy Mays. You're a real one. I've never played Republic Commando multiplayer maps. I played the campaign multiple times. I never knew there was multiplayer. So this was a really interesting tour through the maps that I had no idea existed. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So this is Ghost Ship. It's a spaceship map, and the whole theme around this map is one side is kind of mangled, charred, destroyed. You got wires hanging, fires. It's not looking pretty over here. It's all messed up. Clearly been hit and it's taken on a lot of damage. But I'm not too interested in this part of the ship because it's really dark and there's not really interesting things around here. But the other side is all clean and pristine. Look how shiny these floors are. You'll notice the reflections in this game are kind of weird. They stretch a lot, and you'll see it in these windows, which these Windows graphics aren't that bad. These are pretty good window graphics. They have warping like a real window would, but you can see it just repeats itself over and over. See the stars out there, but we'll get a better look at those stars in a later map. The area I was really interested in showing, if I can find it, because there's no mini-maps, so these maps are just mazes that I have to navigate. It's going to be this room right here. And the reason I like this room and the room that it's looking over is because it's got carpeted floors. And I believe that sci-fi and carpeted floors go together really well. Most of the time in Star Wars, we're seeing a lot of metal because it makes the most sense. I mean, you're going to be pushing things, you're going to have people running through. Carpet's going to have to be cleaned all the time. The prices for carpet clean, but look how cozy this looks. It kind of gives it a, I want to say like 70s, 80s vibe. Very chill, very comfy. You could like just sit in the floor. And then in this room it overlooks, we have this bright ass thing and even more carpeted floors. It's just a vibe. You got the nice blue lighting with the blue carpet. All the colors are nice. It doesn't really feel like somewhere you'd be fighting. It feels like you should just be chilling here. And also, the ambient noise is not going to be something to pay that much attention to because this creaking noise is used in multiple maps in this game. They were not that creative with the ambience. But yeah, this is Ghost Ship, and this is a pretty cool part of the map. I really like the lighting and just how things look. This is Lockdown. It is a Republic prison. The first thing I wanted to show was this red hallway. Now the red hallway is nothing special, but it's going to be important to show what really matters. We've seen red hallways before. We've seen them in the Death Star. This one even has a trash compactor, and we'll go down there because there's a really cool feature down there. But this map is split into two sides. You have the red versus blue, and so where you have a red hallway, you're going to have a blue hallway. This looks crazy. I've never seen a blue graded hallway like this. This is a common Star Wars design, but I've never seen a blue one, and it looks so sick. I feel like if this was just the normal design of the hallways, we'd be used to it, but because they just never show blue lights that often, this looks really cool. And I love how they cast the shadows of the grate on the wall. It has really nice detail, and it's just dark and moody. Okay, so now we're going to go down this trash compactor, which I believe that's what this is. And here's the trash compactor. Again, nothing too special. We have really dark, I think those are steel beams and some boxes. And then we got the water, and the water's really shiny. Again, Star Wars is killing it with the water graphics, but watch this. It has accurate water physics. It even, you can see the ripples go and bounce off the walls. I'm gonna try to get a good splash here. So you can see it like bounce back. Which is crazy. This is such an old game. This is really good water. This is definitely going on my top 10 water graphics. Star Wars Battlefront 2 also had really good water graphics. You saw that video. But Republic Commando, and what's crazy is this is the only map I could find that had water in it. And they were holding these type of water vibes. What a waste. I was really expecting to get another water map in the multiplayer, but there is not another one. This is all you get. This trash compactor room has great water. This crazy space map, it looks like we're on some alien spaceship. And also pay attention to the ambient noise in the background. They're really kind of goofy sounding. But this is a clone training arena. So this is an arena that clones would fight each other to help train. But this map is such an interesting concept. You don't see this really in the game. And there's nothing interesting. I mean, you're seeing the entire map. I've pretty much walked the entire way. Oh, liminal space. We got a liminal space here. This is kind of cool. This little L shape with this shiny blue plasticky glass. But this is it. And a lot of the maps are really small. There's a map that's smaller than this, I'm pretty sure. It gets really wild how small they make these maps. But I just want to show this up because I thought it was a really unique design. And I feel like they should bring something back. This in a Battlefront game would go crazy. No vehicles, just shooting, make it larger. I think they should definitely reuse this because it's such a cool, unique area. This is Kachiro? I don't know how you pronounce that. But it's on Kashyyyk, as you can tell by the foggy trees. You can see through the ceiling there. And this is the main part of the map. This middle spawns back here. But the real thing, the only thing I really wanted to show was this backdrop. And I wish you could get a better view. There's another window I'm going to use. But look how cool that looks back there. He's got these tall trees, the fog and night. You can see lights of other huts in the distance. It's eerie. Here's a better window that's easier to see out of. But if you get close to the window, you can see the top and how there's just nothing up there. I mean, the idea, I guess, is that it's fog, but it's clearly just they didn't want to put any more work on the background. Besides that, I think it is really cool looking. I mean, this would be a sick painting. Like, look how far off that one is over there. That's it. This map is honestly, feels like a kind of Minecraft house. Like that's glowstone. We're using some kind of texture pack. But not a big fan of the Kashyyyk design in Republic Commando. It just feels kind of off to me. Like, I don't know. And also, this tree is very odd because there's no branches up here. They just stop right here. And then you have floating leaves, and that's how they made their tree. This is probably one of the worst tree designs I've seen. And with all that Kashyyyk hate said, this is another Kashyyyk map called Garden. This one's a little better because there's an outside portion, but it is still very strange. This is an odd meeting room. So you have to walk through this indoor portion to get to the middle of the map, which is outside, and you're gonna hear the ambient shift. And the ambience is really nice. So hear this ambience, it just sounds like space, I guess. Like, what is making that sound? I don't even know. And then out here, this is Kashyyyk. This is what Kashyyyk is supposed to be like. And I think that's my biggest problem with these Kashyyyk maps. What is this sound? This sounds like air. We are in the forest. You can hear the thunder in the background, but it doesn't really fit the vibe, I don't think. But when we get the animals, I'm like, yeah, this is vibes. This is chill. Now, the first thing you might notice is to the edges, it is just a black void. On both sides, it is just pure darkness, which I think was a very odd choice. They could definitely put a wall of trees or something. They could have even taken the background from the last Kashyyyk map and just plastered it around this map. But instead, it's just an endless void of nothingness. I'm not even sure if this is Kashyyyk. This might be like the afterlife. Look at this shiny metal texture. Pretty cool. It makes sense because it's very wet in the jungle, so everything's going to be very shiny wet. And I really like this texture. I think it's pretty cool. It's super shiny. This thing in particular, I don't know what this is. It looks like a hand, like some kind of metal six-fingered claw, but it's super shiny. Look at that RTX on that baby. And then we also have a puddle up here, which again uses that weird wacky reflection. Look how strange this is. But yeah, the reflections are kind of odd how they just move around, but it works. This is gunship, and it's called gunship because there's this gunship on the ground, and you're seeing the entire map. This is it. It's just this circle. From here, that's an end, that's an end, that's an end. So there's not much to really show on this map. However, it has the best skybox of any of the maps. And I really wish there's more outside maps like this in Republic Commando. A lot of them are in spaceships or indoors with metal and dark. Like there's a couple of maps I'm just not even going to show because they're so dull and boring. This one has a really pretty gradient sky with really interesting colors. You got green to yellow to red to a purple. And then of course we got the battle going on with the Separatists and the Republic. These ships and this giant Separatist command thingy. The ambience, even though it's a war, it's kind of like muffled. Like it's happening in another room. Like there's no ships flying directly over us. They're all around us. So this is kind of a peaceful little area we can just hang out and take in the view. Like I said, another spaceship map. We're never going outside again. There are no more outsides. This map is a hangar where they keep, you know, their ships and walkers. And the coolest thing about this map is if you go outside, you can actually go out into space. And when you jump, you have 0 gravity. But you can only jump from here to this platform. Very slowly. Can't even fall off into space because if you slide off this platform just a centimeter, you die instantly. You do get a really cool view of this. Why is my guy freaking? Are we good? Wait, you can go down here? Yo, okay, never mind. You can fall down here on this little edge. Oh, this is wild. I wonder how far we can go. Oh, right there. But this is a nice map to get a look at the stars. You can get a beautiful view of the repeating star pattern placed within this box. You can see a corner right there, and a corner right there, and you realize you're just trapped in a space box. This is not true space. We're just trapped in some kind of odd dimension. And also, it's very trippy with the ambiance. It's constantly looping. It sounds like that metal pipe falling on the ground. You just hear that over and over again. You can also take this tunnel system route, which again features beautiful creaking ambience. Republic Commando is definitely a big fan of creaking. And I just want to show, this is Depot. This is a really small, depressing map. Like this is it. These are the two sides. This is the blue side. This is the red side. And you're just locked in this underground room. I don't even know where we are. Are we underground? I'm not sure. You can hear the rain. It's just scary and dark. There are these creepy dark hallways. I don't know, the rain ambience they use, it's so slow and the storm sounds like it's off in the distance. And you can hear the wind is stronger than the rain. It just gives this really eerie vibe.